You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I want to talk to you about Jason Morgan's return and who he's going to romance once he's back. I know fans are itching to see which of his past flames will rekindle. So today we're going to talk about 3 women that he may canoodle with. Which ex will catch his eye once he is back to Port Chuck? Hey, before we dig in, please click subscribe if you haven't. And now let's talk about Jason and who gets his attention when he's back to GH. Of course, you'll remember, or maybe you won't, it's been a couple of years. He was dating Britt Westbourne just before the gun battle in the tunnel with Peter August when the tunnel collapsed and apparently killed him. I think most viewers assumed he wasn't dead because they never found his body and they were over there near, the Cassadine complex and all that. So I suspect we're going to find out Victor Cassadine dug him out and stuck him somewhere, something like that. I mean, we really don't know what version of Stone Cold that we're going to get. He could be brainwashed, he could be an amnesiac, or just somebody really ticked off because he's been held prisoner, like how Victor held his twin, Drew Kane, for so long. And remember back when Jason was in his patient's 6 days, when he was resurrected, he had been kept drugged and in that hospital for years. So I expect Jason back in February sweeps, given that Steve Burton wrapped filming at Days of Our Lives in December and then shot the promo for GH that we saw on the 60th anniversary special. If he was taping in January, as I've heard mentioned by sources, then a February sweeps debut is the right timing. So right after Bobby's funeral, Carly, Spencer, and Felicia Scorpio jet off to Amsterdam to finish what Bobby was doing when she died, going through Luke's things, tying up loose ends left behind when he was killed in that cable car accident that was rigged by Victor Cassadine. So I wonder if Luke figured out something about Jason and maybe knew he was alive. Maybe that was why Victor had him killed. So I do wonder if Carly will find some kind of clue in Amsterdam about Jason's fate and, how long it takes him to get into a romance with anyone will probably depend on the state he's in when he's found or when he escapes captivity, however he returns. So there are 3 women I want to discuss possible reunions with. 3 women who he's extremely close to, 2 of which had his children and 1 who had his heart very recently. The problem is all 3 of these women are involved with other men whom they say they love. So let's talk about it. Carly Spencer is the first one to discuss. And of course, she's dating Jason 2.0, aka Drew Kane. And they've been hot and heavy for a while now. And she stuck loyally with him while he was in Pentonville, as she should have, because he took a prison sentence to protect her from going to prison. But now that Drew's out, he's been mercurial. There's been these mood swings, a lot of anger, some unpredictability. I was kind of stunned at the way Drew spoke to Sam McCall about Scout and the school when, Drew to me was being high-handed and very bossy about their kid in a way he had no right to be. And then he told Nina if she were a man, he'd beat her senseless. Not those exact words, but that was the notion while he was looming over her threateningly. And yes, Nina did him and Carly dirty, but physically intimidating a woman like that, that's not cool. Drew seems to be losing it. And I wonder if Jason's return is going to unhinge him further. He may be jealous and suspicious about Carly's loyalty once his twin is back in town. That could cause a rift in their relationship. And I feel like there's a few cracks anyway. Just Carly was talking the other day about how she could tell how different he is since he came back. And don't forget, right before Sonny came back and interrupted them, revealed that he was alive, Carly and Jason had declared their love for each other. Feelings they had ignored for years bubbled up to the surface, and when they married, it was a marriage of love. And then Sonny's reveal as resurrected, that short-circuited everything. So I feel like Jason and Carly have some seriously unfinished business. And I suspect Jason will make a beeline for Carly once he hears she divorced Sonny, unless, of course, she's the one who finds him. Then maybe he'll just kiss her. We'll see. All right. Another of Jason's exes we have to talk about is Sam McCall. What's weird about Sam and Jason is that she's got a kid with him and also with his twin. Danny is her son with Jason and Scout is her daughter with Drew. That is a twin twist, right? But Sam is not dating either of those men, and she hasn't in quite a while. Instead, she's happily canoodling with Dante Falconeri, and their relationship seems strong, except that the GH promo announcing Jason's return featured both Laura Wright, who plays Carly, and also Kelly Monaco, who plays Sam. So maybe they just picked two people to do the door trick with, and by using both of them, they thought they would churn up fan excitement, and they have no plans to split Sam and Dante. But then again, there was a leak that I found that I reported to you guys. I always tell you about the leaks I find, and I said I didn't believe it, but there was a leak that said Dom Zapronia, who plays Dante, might leave GH. I didn't buy it back then, but then here's this Jason twist. And on a few occasions, Kelly Monaco has said she thought Jason and Sam were endgame. So there's that too. I could definitely see Sam sparking with Jason, but only if Dante's out of the picture. I don't think she would cheat on Dante with Jason or leave him for Jason or anything like that. So we'll see how it goes. So the other baby mama Jason Morgan has in town is Elizabeth Weber, and she too is dating someone, Dr. Hamilton Fenn. But frankly, I'm just not a big fan of Hammy and Liz. I don't feel the chemistry with them. I did with him and Hayden Barnes, but not with him and Hayden's sister. Still, once Jason is back, that means he'll also be back in Elizabeth's life because he has to come see his son, Jake Weber. And I would say that a Liz and Jason reunion is a long shot, except for one thing. I feel like of Jason's three exes, Liz is the one with the least serious current relationship. And there's a huge built-in fan base for Liaison. That is the smush name of Liz and Jason, if you didn't know it. So, you never know. She hasn't dated Jason in a good long while. When she thought Drew was Jason, she was into him and even hid the truth that he was Jason and let him keep thinking he was Jake Doe so she could keep him in her life and in her bed. That was back in the Billy Miller days. So it would be my best guess that if Jason Morgan came back and decided he wanted Liz, she would dump whoever she was dating to make it happen. I do think Liz's soulmate is Lucky Spencer, but with him gone, and with no signs of coming back, I think second runner-up would be Jason, not Dr. Finn Medicine Man. So of the three women, my odds are on Jason getting with Carly Spencer. I mean, they'll have to let him know that Britt's dead, so she's not available for dating. And I think the ABC soap opera, frankly, is making Drew Kane so volatile and moody to pave the way for Cameron Matheson's eventual exit. Maybe not this month, maybe not even in 6 months, but the last time Jason came back, Drew was kind of tossed aside by the powers that be at GH, so only time will tell. So tell me in the comments, who do you want Jason with, Carly, Sam, or Liz? And of course, be sure to subscribe, come back soon. As always, this is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.